Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholayimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Hakodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the Akim and Akwap that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Shah Hanan Nawab, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just a quick hit, driving right now, so I'm gonna try and read what I can, but I'll roughly paraphrase the scriptures. But we have to come out of the mindset and thinking of the heathen, which is basically, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being amongst these, pretty much overall number one heathen is the Edomites, Esau, and following them behind their ways, following their gods, which are damn idols. Celebrating their wicked ass holidays. You go into Jeremiah chapter 10, it talks about how their customs are vain, and just doing all that stuff, but just linking up with them, just thinking that you're one of them. And I seen a video earlier with some damn Edomites talking about nations. And the way that they were speaking of nations, they was talking about nations as, like land masses, the nation of America, the nation of Germany, the nation. But they, the way that they were speaking on it, they wasn't understanding that race goes into nations, ethnicities. It's not about where you live, because you can have a so-called Chinese person live in America, but that's not going to make them American. I mean, they can be a citizen, rather, of America if they were born there or whatever, or get citizenship. But when it comes to their ethnicity, their nation of people goes back to their father, which would be a Moabite if that were the case with a so-called Chinese person. So when it comes to these, we're not a nation with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. We're a completely separate nation from this man. The Lord created 18 nations. We're all separate nations of people. You see? Because you live in a land, that doesn't make I'm German. No. You might live in the landmass of what's called Germany, but that's not a nationality. That's not an ethnicity. That's not a race. See, so they when you notice the Olympics this year, you had a bunch of so-called black people winning gold medals for what they would say would be the nation of America. But really, in reality, it was the nation of Israel winning these medals for the nation of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. See, so we have to, when it comes to the scriptures, we have to keep it in context when it gets to talking about things like nations and, as if we're just this one big family. When first off, we were enslaved by a nation of people. And now we're, blended in with them, so to speak. We're living within the captivity that they placed us in, so to speak. And now they're saying that, okay, now we're all just one big nation together. We're all together, as if we had something to do with the kidnapping of our own people as well. So to call yourself an American, really what you would have to be saying is that you took part in the thievery of America. And since we didn't, how could we possibly be Americans? Now, citizenship-wise, yeah, we can say we're Americans. We were born here. But nationality-wise, as far as our ethnicity, we go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, which those two sons became nations, along with other men. They became nations. That's why you have billions of people on the planet. Those 18 nations that's in the Bible became these billions of people that are, in the earth right now, of their respective tribes, of their own respective ethnicities, right? So I wanted to get this Psalms 26. I was reading in this chapter today. So I'm gonna start at let's start at verse 8 here. It says Yahweh, which is all caps. When you see Lord in all caps, that's Yahweh, which means that he exists with the existing one. It says, I have loved the habitation of thy house and the place where thine honor dwelleth, right? So you should love being into these scriptures and meditating on what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has said, you know what I'm saying? And to do that, pretty much you're within his tabernacle, so to speak. You're within his mindset, so to speak, you know? So it goes on to say, gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men. So you can have Jake are, sinners, you know what I'm saying, because the law, statutes, and commandments were given to them, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And what is sin? Sin is transgression of the law, according to I think that's First John 3 and 4. So, and that was only given to the Israelites. But because Esau got his hands on the Bible, the so-called white man got his hands on the Bible, which it wasn't meant for him, he's held accountable for picking up the book and acting as if he was those people. So he's a part of that in a sense himself, but not to the extent of the law, statutes, and commandments was only given to the Israelites. So don't get me wrong on that. But it says, nor my life with bloody men. Now they are the bloody men. And our people too, you know what I'm saying? Our people have imitated and pretty much they took Esau shit to a whole nother level. But Esau, the so-called white man, he's a bloody man. Everywhere he's gone in all these continents that they're claiming, they were all stolen with bloodshed, right? So we don't want nothing to do with this man. It says, gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men. So you don't want nothing to do with this man. You don't want to claim to be him. You want to remove yourself from his whole way of life, thinking, his holidays, his spirituality, or what they call, you know what I'm saying? Because these people are not righteous people. You see, they're bloody men, and they don't have any problems, you know what I'm saying, shedding blood. They've been shedding blood for centuries. They shed blood when they came here and stole this continent. They shed a lot of blood with the Gadites, man, the so-called Native American Indians. And then they came to the west coast of Africa and gathered up, the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so to speak, and shed a lot of their blood. So you don't want to have nothing to do with America, or if you live in Germany, or if you live in damn Greece, because Israelites are everywhere. You might be that's just like Paul. Paul said that he was basically he was a Roman citizen, but he said that he was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. So his real ethnicity was he was a Benjamite, from the nation of Israel, but he was a Roman citizen. He had nothing to do with the Romans. He didn't live like the Romans. He didn't eat what the Romans ate. He didn't keep the Romans way of life. He a law-abiding citizen, of course, because you don't want to get into any trouble, because the scriptures does talk about pretty much keeping the laws of the land, or wherever you are, you want to use wisdom with that, being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. But overall, Paul was saying that, hey, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, you know what I'm saying, but I'm a Roman citizen. But he didn't keep anything that the Romans had going on. He was still living off, he was living by the way that the Israelites lived in that time. And that's who we are as a nation, and we're to separate ourselves from Esau, the bloody man. Okay, it says, in whose hands is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes. See, this man is full of mischief. He writes all kinds of laws. He's the man that's out here with the small print on a damn contract when you can't read it, so he can sucker you into some shit. He's the one that's got these pill commercials with motherfuckers reading all fast. They telling you what is gonna help, but then they reading all fast all the damn side effects, which is gonna make you worse. He's that man, writing into law all kinds of wicked shit, man. Right? So you don't want no parts with this man, because when the Lord gets to tearing this place up, if you're associated with it, that's just like a crime. You know what I'm saying? If a bank robbery goes down and you was just the one driving the car, you never went into the bank, that don't mean that they're not gonna get you. They're gonna get you. And then America, like not just America, just Esau's way of living, no matter where he's at, is wickedness. They got our people bowing to a white god or a white idol, white blonde hair, blue eye, white Jesus. That's an idol. That is an idol, man. That's wickedness. That's wickedness at its finest, man. Because they know full well that our power is a jealous power, and they know full well where the elite of them do. They know full well that if they can just keep us in sin, then they can, continue to rule. But the Lord is about to break all that down, and that's, this place is about to come complete halt, man. The Lord is about to destroy, especially Babylon the Great. But you so-called white people are not gonna have no rule in the kingdom, man. You've had your course. You've run your course. Your boundaries as far as your time period is up. And the Lord is about to take you completely out of power, and you will never have any power again. And that's that, man, because you're bloody men. Verse 11, it says, "But as for me, I will walk in mine integrity, redeem me, and be merciful unto me." So that's something that we should be praying for, that the Lord will redeem us and be merciful unto us, because we have been a part of great adultery, as far as spiritual adultery amongst these heathen that we've been captive to. And the Lord is a jealous power. We've been doing things that we should most definitely be put to death for, following them behind these other nations. That's why the Lord said to not follow them, when we came out of the land of Egypt. Don't do what these nations are doing, right? Don't follow them behind them. Don't, certain nations he told us not to even deal with, as far as like marriage, because that they would turn us away from the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So Jacob's disobedient, and now we're under the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. But it's all prophetic as well. But I'm pulling up at this light, so I want to get this precept as well right here. And it's a scripture that talks about, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that real quick while I'm at this light. And you got our people out here, they really, they want to save the so-called white man. They want to share their kingdom. They want to share the goodness that the Lord had for them and their kingdom with the so-called white man that hasn't shared a damn thing with them. Proverbs 11:21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. See, the wicked they're not going unpunished, man. And I was looking at that video with those those damn Edomites talking about everybody, the Lord loves everybody, and and we're all the people of the Lord all over the earth, and like nah, just going into all kinds of scriptures, all kinds of wrong, man. Like, you're not gonna get away with what you've done as a nation of people. You damn Edomites, man. The Lord got a whole book for you, man. The book of Obadiah is dedicated to you, and a bunch of other books, chapters, you know what I'm saying, that's dedicated to the destruction and downfall of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's about to be out of here. The Lord is coming to take him completely out of power. You see? So let's get this other one. I want the Micah 2:10. You don't want to be hand in hand with the bloody man. Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. Look at how destroyed our people are. I was just watching a video with I'm not sure which one of the, but it was a collage of women just going damn crazy and just panicking and acting as if they just can't take it no more. Because why? What does the so-called white man do? He gave you feminism. He fooled you into thinking that you would be all right by yourself, when the Lord didn't design it that way. He took you and placed you as a head of household, and the Lord didn't design it that way. That's a bloody man. Now he's got you out here working 2 or 3 jobs, and not only that, you working 2 or 3 jobs, he's holding on to your money all week or every 2 weeks, when the scripture says that you should be paid every day as soon as the job is done. And it's not like they can't do it. They got the technology to put that money into your bank account on a day-to-day basis. They doing damn digital. Everything is fucking digital anyway. Direct deposit. If you can direct deposit my shit every Friday, why can't you do it every day? That's Esau. That's the wickedness of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's a bloody man. See? So when he's doing things like that, he's keeping food off your tables. The baby may need some damn diapers. You may need gas in the car. You may need whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just think how much simpler your life would be if you was getting paid on a day-to-day basis. So he's doing this, to everyone, but mainly, he got you women in a trick bag, man. Working 2 or 3 jobs, man. I know women like that right now. Looking terrible. Still beautiful, but it's just that look, that confidence that they have of just tiredness. tired, man. Can't even so tired, can't even form a smile. I know women like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, it's like, okay, so, and then just having no wisdom with the money that they are making, just out here just trying to splurge instead of just living day to day, man, the daily bread. That's another thing with Esau. He gets you in this rat race of, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, and make you think that if you don't have it, you're not a part of life. You're losing if you don't have the big ass house with, with the 4-car garage, you know, the 2 jet skis, the RV, the summer vacations, the house, and being able to board a damn ship and go around the world for 7 days, 8, whatever the fuck, He'll make you think that you're losing. But really, in reality, he's doing nothing but causing stress to your ass, giving your ass high blood pressure. His whole way of life is death, man. And that's why the scriptures talks about coming out of this place, man. And again, at Jeremiah chapter 10, it talks about how the customs of the people are vain. Don't even think about their gods or their idols or their damn holidays or none of the shit they got going on, man. I mean, we got to get up and go by their clock. They changing times and shit. They shooting the damn clock up an hour, dropping that bitch back down an hour on your ass every year, a couple of times a year, fucking with your sleep. So this man's whole way of society is wicked as hell. The kids are all out of order. I'm talking about out of order to the point of, man, with no return either. So we're going in some serious times, man, where you're going to have to make a sound decision to come the fuck out of here. Repent to the Father, Yahweh, in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, and get away from this whole so-called white man's thinking. All these nations thinking. You need to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in these scriptures. And we're not saying that you're saved by the law, because you're saved by what Yahweh Shai done for us on the cross. You know what I'm saying? As far as him being the ultimate sacrifice for us. But once you get into these scriptures, man, these scriptures is life. You do the best that you can with these scriptures, man. You can't just be out here living all carnally and living like Esau. That's Esau. Esau is a carnal ass man. He doesn't think about anything spiritual whatsoever. He's carnal. He wants his shit now. He's like a big ass baby. He has no patience. He's the microwave man. He's the drive-through man. He's the man that's got everybody jumping the fucking counter over some extra sauce. He's that man. This is his world. This is the type of chaos that's going on in the planet, man. And people are getting more and more and more wickeder, man. You got a whole new crop, a whole new generation of wicked ass, monstrous ass kids that's just gonna carry on this man's program. So what do you think? The Lord is just gonna allow this to happen on another 2, 3, 4, 5 generations? Man, this shit already through. Can't imagine this new generation of young men and women having more children to bring into this wicked ass planet, man. You crazy, man. Not under Esau's rule. That's a wrap. So it's high time to awake out of sleep and to repent, man. Come out of this place. This man is about to go into full-fledged, a whole nother lockdown on your ass. Because now he's talking about the orangutan. You know what I'm talking about. He's talking about that gorilla. He's talking about the chimpanzee, the POX. You know what I'm talking about. And they always doing shit like that around election time. Same thing happened with the COV19. So ain't no telling what this man is about to do. Because he's got to turn up, because eventually he's going to have to come on through with that MOTB, that mark of the beauty and the beast, and that can't be far away. The way things are moving, it can't be far away. So he's setting up things and setting up, his whole design as to perpetually enslaving everyone, especially you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You got to know this man don't care about you, because he's about to enslave his own. Matter of fact, he has enslaved his own people. So-called white people, they slaves here too. They just, with the color of their skin, they still kind of getting over. But their own people from the top got their asses miserable as hell down here, man. Right? So I just wanted to touch on that. And matter of fact, it was another one in there that goes off into dissembler. That word dissembler and not being a damn dissembler. And that's what Esau is. That word dissembler goes off into veiling himself or pretty much in hiding. He's doing shit behind the scenes type of deal. You know, I told you he's that guy that's giving you he's fast speaking at the end of a damn pill commercial about the side effects. No, speak them goddamn side effects slowly. You know what I'm saying? He's at the end of a damn commercial, even with a car or whatever. He's the guy with the small ass, that little bitty ass print that you need a damn microscope to read that shit. With all these extra things going on, and that's pretty much like leasing as well. The man is a complete fucking liar, man. So I'm at my destination. I just wanted to touch on this real quick, a little ride and rant, so to speak. But hey man, come out of this place, man. We're about to go into our kingdom, man. You need to be totally detached from this wicked ass place, man. So with that, Kwame Yashala and a Bible ball.